Hey Chris, welcome to the MasterCard Cup. Just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. We'll let that play on through. We'll put you back in your dress position and we'll go ahead and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your setup, let's first of all just take a look at your posture, which looks terrific. We can see here that your spine is nice and straight and on a tilt. Legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. Arms hang down nice and naturally in front of you. Club works out to the golf ball. So achieving really good posture here in association with good balance. Let's also go ahead and take a look at your alignment. You can see your feet aiming in this direction here. Carry that out towards the fairway. Now theoretically your club face is supposed to run parallel to your feet. Parallel lines on camera would have an appearance to converge. And with that philosophy in mind, we can see that you're set up right down the center of the fairway. So that's terrific as well. Great job. From here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little split screen comparison between you and Jordan Spieth. We've got some color-coded lines on the screen just to use as a visual reference as it pertains to swing plane. We can see what Jordan, as he initiates his takeaway, creates good shoulder rotation, bringing arms and hands back as well as the club. And we want to watch the club coming back along the red line on plane. Also in the early stages of the golf swing, we also want to incorporate some good wrist hinge into play, whereby we're going to transition the club head from being below and in front of our hands to getting that club head above and behind our hands. A very important transition in the golf swing right here. From here, we're going to work the golf club from red up towards the blue-yellow V zone. When we finally set the golf club at the top of the backswing, we want to have either the left arm and the club situated on the yellow line, anywhere in between the blue-yellow V zone, or physically up on blue, as we can see with Jordan Spieth here. We also want to create full shoulder rotation, do this about a very stable right leg, and maintain our posture and spinal axis that we achieved at address. We go ahead and watch you initiate your takeaway here. Draw your hands back with good shoulder rotation, and the club's coming back on perfect swing plane. Looks absolutely fabulous. Now we want to see some wrist hinge where the club head goes above and behind your hands through this zone right here. That's terrific. And then we just want to work this golf club up to the top and see where you set things. When you finally get the club at the top of the backswing, you have excellent shoulder rotation, stable right side, performing this turn about good posture and maintaining your spinal tilt. Arms are in good position relative to your core, and your club's in good position relative to your arms. So a really good looking backswing there from you. As we create our transition back into the balls, we see here with Jordan, simply want to move our weight from our right foot to our left. We want to fire our knees and our hips laterally to the target, unwind our core and fire our hands, and doing so we want to make sure we're bringing the golf club from wherever we set it in that blue-yellow V zone, and that we're bringing the golf club back down onto red, which is what we see with Jordan Spieth here. The other thing we want to take a look at is the relationship between the lead forearm and the golf club. Refer to this as the backwards check mark. Simply means the club head right now is remaining above and behind his hands coming into the hitting zone, and this is what's going to allow us to create a lot of power in the golf swing, aside from the fact that he's also going to hit the ball straight due to the fact that the club has returned back to plane, as we already pointed out, which is a main criteria in producing straight golf shots. Let's watch your transition back into the ball here. Your hands unfortunately come over the top. So you initiate your transition over the top, hands go down yellow, out towards blue, and that's going to have a major influence on the golf club. So at this point in time, we can see that the club head's here. We know that the golf club is not returning back to plane, and as we continue to track that club coming into the ball, it's just going to fall further and further out in front of your hands, as we can see right there. If we go ahead and just sort of connect the dots, we can have a pretty good visual sense as to just that over top move and how steep that club is coming into the ball, versus with Jordan Spieth, club is returned back to plane here and simply approaches the golf ball from this red line from on plane. And as I already stipulated, this is what produces straight golf shots in accordance to our alignment, lastly assuming that the club face squares up via having a good grip. So seeing that the downswing planes here are vastly different, we can take a look at the path of the club. We can see Jordan's club is inside the ball. It expands out to make contact and moves through in a nice natural subtle arc. Your club is stuck outside the ball, dropping down and across to make contact, and keeps moving across as it swings through. So very simply put, if we square the club face up to the swing path, obviously what would happen is we would pull the golf ball in that direction, to the left. If we over-release the club relative to the same path, not only do we pull the ball, but now we hit some form of a pull draw or pull hook. If we leave the club face a little open to the path, the nice thing is we can block the ball a little right of that, impart a little bit of left to right spin because the face was open, and just hit this nice soft fade that will find the intended target. If we keep the club face too open, incredibly we'll block the ball further right even though we're swinging aggressively to the left. Therefore, with the club face being that open, we're imparting too much left to right spin, and we're going to hit some form of a block slice. So the end result of your golf shot is dictated based on the time of the club face. Because the club is attacking the ball from the outside, striking the ball and moving inside, if we square the club face up, it will follow red. Over-release the club, it continues down the smaller red arrows. Leave it too open, follows the blue arrows, and if we time it properly, it'll follow yellow. Footwork looks good, right heel's off the ground through impact. Let's just see if you continue on with that good footwork through to the finish, and you do. Looks really, really nice here. Overall, you get some really great athletic characteristics with respect to your golf swing. Your hands work really well. They come back, they fire through. Your core works well. You coil and you uncoil. You've got good footwork that allows you to get to a good finish. With your finish, you might want to try and get your weight into your left heel when you're done, so we're not falling over sort of towards the ball there, which we can see. So you're struggling to keep your balance. You won't have that issue if you get your weight into the heel of the left foot when we're done. Okay? At this point in time, posture balance is superb. Like I said, the alignment's terrific. The only thing you need to change in your golf swing without having a good look at your grip from face on, which it does appear your grip is good as well, is you do have to change your downswing plane. This over-the-top move that you're creating, sending your hands over, getting the club to come in steep, and attacking the ball from out to in is just going to wreak a lot of havoc on your golf game from your left to right tendencies, all based on, what does that club face do through impact. Now, if you can time it perfectly to leave that club face just the right amount open on the way through, you can hit these power fades all day long, and there really won't be an issue, but that is tough to do, okay? So you will find that you do miss golf shots left and right based on that club face either squaring up too much or staying open too much when you don't time it properly, okay? But overall, really, really good looking golf swing. Looks great. If at any point in time you want to work on getting your golf club coming into the ball from on plane, certainly feel free to reach out. I teach over at Glen Abbey in Oakville, and be happy to structure a program for you. Also, if you're involved with any golf tournaments at all, you guys are looking for a unique gift to provide your guests, touch base, be happy to discuss my swing analysis services. Anyways, hope you had a fabulous day, and hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. Take care.